Welcome. Thanks for joining us on the Noble Dram. Tonight, in honor of all things Halloween, we're going to explore a little bit of werewolves and candy and costumes and jack-o'-lanterns. And to that end, we're going to be sipping on some Jack Daniels. Join us.
Hey everyone, we're so glad you're with us. Tonight, we have something fun, something different than we've done to date. This is our first holiday, so happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
So tonight we deviate. Normally we have these grand plans about the storyline we want to talk about and everything, and tonight was a bit of a monkey wrench. Just a few weeks ago, we launched the Noble Dram. And with that came a patio full of guys drinking whiskey to celebrate.
You know, and as you do.
Good friend of ours, Bill, came over and said, you can't celebrate without a new bottle. And he doubled up and brought us two bottles of Jack Daniels. 2 single barrel proof releases.
Hey, we don't have anything to drink. You want
to? We can get there.
Okay.
We can get there.
Let's do this.
Right, so, let's start with one of these is Jack Daniel's Standard Tennessee Whiskey. Shouldn't say standard. It's a single barrel. It's special. It's something great. We're going to talk about why this is so special here in a second. The other is their rye, but let's get started with Tennessee. I got you.
You got me.
Yeah, I got you.
Don't
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You
That's
know?
what I'm here for. All right. So these aren't just any old.
That's a heavy pour.
That's yours. I know you. I know you. I learned this long ago. All right, so these are not just any old single barrels. These happen to have been picked by a group that both Gavin and I are part of called the Bourbon Hounds of Houston. So the Bourbon Hounds of Houston is a group of people kind of geared after just being friends who enjoy sharing whiskey together that started way back in 2016. Back kind of before I really fell in love with bourbons and scotches and all things whiskey. I'm right about that same time, I guess. And so really what they do is they do a lot of barrel picks. So both of these bottles were picked by their team. So they went up, tasted different barrels and said, nope, this is the one they want. So this is going to be a fun thing for us. But before we get too far down the road, one, we wanted to thank Bill. 2, we wanted to thank the great things that the group over at Bourbon Hounds of Houston are doing. These guys do a ton of charitable work, hosting events throughout the year. The next big one coming up, mark your calendars, in sponsor of the Greater Houston Concerns of Police Survivors. They're hosting their annual clay shoot on April 21st of 2026. So go ahead and get it penciled in so you can save it for later. But I think if there's anything to be gathered out of all of this is 1, we love drinking whiskey. 2, we love helping out and giving back. So we'll absolutely be there. But 3, you should bring bottles of whiskey over here and we'll taste them on the show.
Because, you know, we love hearing from you all, but what we would love more is to try your whiskey.
Yeah, somebody else's whiskey is my favorite.
It's the best whiskey.
It always scores 4 or 5 points higher if somebody else paid for it.
Absolutely.
Right? Absolutely.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, we've got a schedule of all sorts of fun things. I heard that. We've got a schedule of all sorts of fun things that will come in over the next several weeks and months. But there is no surefire way to get your idea moved to the top of the list, like bringing a bottle over.
Absolutely.
So while we get started nosing this, tell us a little bit, Gavin, about Jack Daniels.
So Jack Daniels is its claim to fame, or one of them, I should say, is it is the oldest registered distillery in the United States.
Wow.
Started what in 1866?
That's almost as old as me.
I know.
That's old.
That's pretty old. So they have what they call as the Lincoln County process, and that is where.
Yeah. No. So this is where Tennessee whiskey diverts from bourbon, because otherwise, all of the rules of bourbon have been met in this bottle.
Right.
But they don't write bourbon on the label, right?
Exactly.
We had a Jack Daniel's bottle a few weeks back, right? And we have to be very careful. It's not a bourbon, right?
Not a bourbon.
It's something slightly different. And tell us about that difference.
So that difference is they actually filter through 10 feet of sugared maple charcoal.
And this is as it comes out of the barrel.
Right.
Before it gets bottled.
Right.
Okay.
So, I mean, you think about that 10 feet of sugar.
It's a lot of charcoal.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know. I guess I don't know how charcoal is normally measured. Is feet a normal? Like, do they measure charcoal in fathoms? And feet doesn't seem so big. I don't know. I was just throwing out.
Do you know what a fathom is?
It's like 20 feet or 40 feet, something like that.
I thought it was like basically 6 feet. I thought one fathom. Let us know. I don't know.
Put it in the comments.
I don't know.
One of us is guaranteed to be wrong. Statistically speaking, both of us are wrong.
Yes. So yeah.
Watch it. It'd be like 22 hands, the width of the king at the. Who knows what a fathom is?
What's a hand? Do you know?
It's this thing at the end of your arm. I'm really good at these, Gavin. Give me another one.
We haven't even drink anything.
No, I actually took a sip. I won't lie.
All right.
I started getting into it while you were talking. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself.
All right. So that was just a brief overview of Jack Daniel's. But I have a question for you.
Okay.
So think about Halloween. Just kind of put your hat on, or your cap, or your wizard hat. Or,
I've got my Halloween costume on.
You do. I mean,
I'm in full-fledged Halloween spirit.
You're Halloweening.
I'm Halloweening. Is that the right word?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think it is.
We should give a quick shout out to my lovely wife, who has helped us decorate the whiskey den today. Her eye for decoration is better than mine. When we first started dating, I owned a collapsible lawn chair and a television. And that's pretty much how my house was decorated when we first started dating. So she's brought me along. Cheers to that. Lady.
Cheers. You're wonderful.
All right.
So, quick question.
Okay. Probably not, but let's go on.
Yeah. So, thinking about Halloween, put our caps on. What?
Werewolf, vampires.
Right.
Yeah, I got it.
What are your best of memories of Halloween? When it comes to candy, when it comes to costumes, when it comes to just decorations, even, like, what are the best of Halloween?
So I think there's a handful of pretty obvious answers, right? As a kid, the best part of Halloween is candy. And then you reach an age at which the best part of Halloween is drinking and partying. And then you become very apparent that the best part of Halloween is the girls' costumes. And then you have children, and then the best part is, let's be honest.
Candy again?
It's wagon whiskey.
It's wagon whiskey.
No judgment here. If you pull your kids around for Halloween in a wagon, and in that wagon is a flask of whiskey. Totally understand it. I've been there. Yeah, and then it ends back with your kids bring you candy and you eat candy. So like it comes full circle. And then you get to enjoy the kids and their costumes and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, like I think back for me, not to let too much of my backstory, we weren't always real well off when we were kids. We were scrapping to make ends meet, and we were often hobos for Christmas. And we took like one of Dad's old shirts and Mom's mascara pen and put stubble all over your face, and you took a stick with a bandana and you put it over your shoulder, and you headed out to go get candy in the neighborhood. So like, although I won't claim to be the greatest costume of all time, that's the thing I think of when I think of Halloween, right?
Mm-hmm.
How about yourself? What was that costume you dressed up as? Not one you saw somebody else. You dressed up as. You're like, yeah, nailed it.
So I was thinking about this earlier today. I love pirates. So I was a pirate.
I've got jokes for that.
Yeah. I was a pirate.
I'll write down tell pirate jokes later.
Here we go.
Episode. Got it.
The booty jokes. There you go.
Ooh, I wouldn't even. Booty jokes too.
It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, which I have an absolute love for.
Hold up a second. You know why pirates are so mean, right?
Why?
They just are.
Oh,
there it is.
And cut.
All right, now we're going to have to cut that out.
Yeah, you're going to cut that
out. No, I'm going to leave it in.
Yeah, all right.
I'm a lazy editor.
Yeah. My all-time favorite that I think I just nailed it was actually in college. We got together, a few of us, and I got a baby blue T-shirt, and then I glued a bunch of cotton balls on it, made it look like clouds, and then I got a spray bottle, like a little spray bottle, fill it full of water, and then I go around and squirt people with it.
I was afraid you were going to say you were peeing on people.
No, I was cloudy.
It was an R. Kelly costume.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry, too soon.
Too soon. I was cloudy with a chance of rain.
That feels like the kind of thing you'd be.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Nailed it.
All right.
So.
All right, but we talked about how like costumes were important. But let's be honest. I didn't put the costume on to wear the costume. I put the costume on to get the candy.
Yes.
All right. So before we talk candy, completely different question. You're a soon-to-be old man, and you have kids come to the door, and a kid shows up not in costume with like the pillowcase. How do you feel about that? You want to give them candy?
No.
Me either.
No.
Those kids are
punks.
Kids are punks. But you know why you give them candy? Because you don't want eggs on your house and toilet paper in your trees later, right? Yeah. And you know if you stiff that kid, he's going to remember it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're going to be that guy, that neighbor.
I've always wanted to be the guy who gives out full candy bars, but I can't bring myself to spend that kind of money on strangers. I try.
I mean,
if you have a lot of full-size candy bars and want to make a donation, I would love to give out full candy bars. That would be... I get like 12 kids and then shut the porch light off. We're done. Sorry, you guys had to be here early.
Or are you the kind of person to go put the bowl full of candy out on the front porch and then that's it? Like you don't answer the door. You don't do anything. Like you're that.
Do you really
lazy?
Do you really trust the kids to take one?
No,
you can't.
No,
you can't.
Honorary
kids. You get
like
that kid with no costume and a pillowcase. You have no candy anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So candies.
Yes.
We play this game a lot when we're on road trips called Mount Rushmore.
Ooh, gross.
No. These are road trips with my kids.
Oh, all right.
So the premise is you have to pick 4 things that are the best 4 in no particular order. So we used to say like, well, what's your favorite whatever? And then this would turn into a huge fight. And so we eventually had to expand it until we got to 4. And so we're like, okay, we'll call it the Mount Rushmore. So my question to you is Mount Rushmore of Halloween candy. I'm not talking regular time of the year candy, but
why can't those be the same?
They could be. But if you tell me your favorite is a full-size Snickers bar, that's not really a Halloween candy. That's regular. That's road trip candy.
It's the mini size.
Yeah, no, it has to be the 1 bite, 2 bite maybe. Fun size.
Fun size. For me, Mount Rushmore of candy for Halloween. Again, I can't separate it out. I'm a sweets guy. Butterfinger, all-time favorite. Butterfingers.
I'm not positive that's not in my Mount Rushmore as well. Like I only eat Butterfingers at Halloween. Like the little fun size ones. Like, I have never walked into a gas station and thought to myself, I need a Butterfinger. But you hand me that bag that's got the little teeny 2x Butterfingers, and I will rummage through the entire bag to get the Butterfingers out.
Like I am a Butterfinger fiend. Like
Butterfinger.
Butterfinger.
Butterfingers.
I'm a Butterfinger.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
our use of the English language
it's horrible.
Is gonna get us banned at some point.
So
someone's going to watch this and be like, these guys are done.
My English teachers from school are gonna be like, what in the world did we do?
You think they'll remember you?
I don't know, maybe.
Did you talk that bad back then?
Probably did. Butterfingers.
All right, Butterfinger number one. Well, no, Butterfinger on the Mount Rushmore.
Butterfinger on the fingers. Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah, I don't think you can ever make a candy list that doesn't include peanut butter cups.
I'm a Twix guy. Love me a good Twix. And then this one's not really a Halloween candy though, but it's like one of my favorites.
You can't say candy cane. That's a different holiday.
No. Andy's mints.
Have you ever been to a house that gave out Andy's mints?
No.
Then you cannot put them in.
I can't.
You do this on every question. You're like, I know what you said was this, but I'm going to answer a slightly different question.
Gotta break the rules.
It has to be a common Halloween candy.
Okay. So we got Butterfinger, Reese's,
and
Twix. And then you got to go staple M&Ms. Like you can't
see, like you turned on me. Like the first two, I was absolutely 100% agree. Not that I don't enjoy Twix or any of the other standard chocolate bars, but they can't make the top. They can't make top four. M&Ms.
M&Ms. I love them, man. Put them in the fridge.
Well,
perfect.
Every chocolate candy gets better in the fridge, but that's neither here nor there. All right, you missed probably the most quintessential Halloween candy. The only time anybody ever eats it. The little miniature boxes of Nerds. No one eats those any other time of year.
You're right.
Have you ever been to the store? They have big box. Yeah. I've known no one who buys the full-size box of Nerds. Only the little fun size that you get at Halloween. Nerds is on the list.
Fair. I went straight, pretty much chocolate. Everything was chocolate.
So I would say the other one that I think you missed, and I can understand where this one doesn't make everybody's list, but the little 2 miniature sticks of Twizzlers in the little plastic bag. Yeah. I'm a Twizzlers guy in general. That one would be on there, and I think the honorable mention that no one ever gives any love to the rest of the year is Bit-O Honey. Bit-O Honey is a good one.
Bit-O Honey?
But have you ever seen anybody eat Bit-O Honey anytime other than Halloween?
It's a fair point. No, I don't think I ever have.
All right. It's not on my top 4. So it's just an honorable mention.
What is your top 4 then?
So I'm with you. Butterfinger. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup wins the top spot on every list of that candy ever. I don't care what it is. If you're asking me which one's the best frozen, which one's the best in the fridge, which one's the best in a gooey, gelatinous mess because it's been in your sidewalk. Car. Yeah, no, always Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
The Nerds.
Sorry, that was a 51st Dates reference.
Do you remember the old Reese's Peanut Butter commercials?
Which one?
Where the 2 people bumped into each other on the street and like you got your chocolate bar and my peanut butter and you got peanut butter all over my chocolate bar. Like, it dates me. I know I'm old. The gray in my beard is not part of the costume. It's like this all the time. And then Twizzlers is my number 4.
That's good.
I'm a Twizzlers guy.
All right.
The funny part is peanut butter cups and Twizzlers I would eat any time of year, and I would buy them by the 2-pound bag at the grocery store. The other 2, only at Halloween.
Are you a pull and peel Twizzlers guy? Like the cherry kind?
No. It needs to be the original Twizzlers.
Licorice, but not the black licorice.
No. Black licorice has a place, and it's in cocktails, and that's it. A hint of it in your whiskey is okay from time to time, but no, nobody eats that stuff. Good in plenties. We'll get to I got a question for you later. We'll get to, and we'll put good and plenties on that list. All right, talk to me about the whiskey though. I'll be honest. I expected this to be more Jack Daniel-y. Is that a thing to say? I let this fly the other day. I'm not normally a Jack Daniels guy.
Which I think is part of the reason why Bill thought this was hilarious.
I know this is exactly why Bill brought it. There is nothing Bill enjoys more than bringing over a single barrel Jack Daniels and making me try it. And his favorite is to pour me a glass and bring it to me, not tell me it's Jack Daniels, just to see if he can sucker me into liking Jack Daniels.
Yep.
It's, Jack Daniels quite often, Old Number 7 especially, it has a rich kind of banana note to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get much banana on this one at all. I actually like the limited amount of kind of tropical fruit to it. I
get peanuts.
It does have that kind of caramel, vanilla, classic-y, I'll say bourbon flavors, even though this one isn't a bourbon. I get it. Stop filling out the comments. I get it. It's not a bourbon, but it has a lot of those kind of notes. It's a nice spice, right? This one is a higher proof. This one is at 64.1. And as a first sipper of the night, that packs a wallop. But I'll be honest, I don't think it drinks that hot.
No,
I think it drinks much closer to 62, not 64. No, I mean it's obviously overproof, right? Like there's no confusing it. But at 64, I expected more punch, and this is a little more.
I agree.
I don't want to use the word tame. That feels wrong.
It's It doesn't sip that hot. You're right. I get a lot of I said peanuts, like peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, more creamy peanut butter than maybe peanuts in the half shell in the ballpark.
Yeah.
I'm getting a fruitiness on the end that comes back. The finish turns like a ripened peach or apricot.
Okay.
Right, kind of those kind of notes on the finish. There's a soft oakness, right? I've begun to learn a little bit more about myself as we've really delved into this stuff over the last few months. Maybe I'm not as big an oaky guy as I thought I was. And I think this has just the right amount.
You're either an oak or you're a willow.
You've got to stop quoting bad movies.
All right. Yellowstone. Come on now.
All right, no, hold up. We need to give numbers to these. So where do you put this?
This is really good. I know we talked about when we do these episodes, we tend to rate the scores a little higher than what we typically would. So we're trying to be a little bit more honest, keep ourselves honest. But this is really good.
Man, the legs on that just go for days and days and days. Man, I'll be honest. That would be a shame to do anything other than sip and eat, in my mind.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean,
I could see if you're not big into high proof bourbons, right?
Right.
An ice cube would be nice in this, right, to kind of take that edge off. Hot day, right? I think on ice
a drop or two.
But no, I think that has such a beautiful, rich kind of note to it. To your comment about trying to keep it as real as we can. I'm going to say this is in the mid to just under 80s. I'm thinking like an 83.
Okay.
Like this feels like, yeah, sure. Like this, why would you not want a bottle of this? I will find out from Bill how much the bottles were. It's kind of a jerk move to have somebody hand you a bottle. I'm like, how much you pay for this? Let me write this down. Like, how much do you like us, Bill? No, I
got to put it in the spreadsheet.
Yeah. Well, no, I just put him in as gift. I've got a category. I understand. No, I mean, well, maybe there's the question. Like, what do you feel is a reasonable dollar amount for that bottle? Maybe this points you in a direction towards the score.
Oh, that's a good idea. To me, I was setting. You said 83.
Yeah, I think so.
I was thinking actually 84, 85. For me, this bottle is a probably $50, $60 bottle, if I could guess.
Yeah, I think I want to say normal Jack Daniel's single barrel proof stuff tends to be around the $60 range. I think it is just kind of a universally accepted thing that if it's a store pick, a group pick of some sort, you're paying about $10 more for that bottle.
That's fair.
The argument would be once you kind of get a feel for like, I like the things they pick. Well, now I feel a little bit safer picking one of their bottles up at the bottle shop.
The bottle shop.
Yeah, so I mean, I think if you told me that bottle was in the $75 to $80 range, I think, yeah, that sounds reasonable for what it is. Yeah, I mean, Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 was what, $18, $20 a bottle? Like, this is a far cry from where that was.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I know I poured a lot heavier for you than I had, but I drank most of that one. That was a tasty one.
Yeah, it's really
Did you
good.
give it a number? I don't recall.
Yeah, 84, 85-ish.
84, 85-ish.
We'll go 84.5.
83 from Aaron, 84.5. I need you all at home to understand that when we first began discussing the format for this podcast, Gavin's argument was we should score out of 10 instead of out of 100. He thought 100 was more detailed than we needed to be. And now Gavin is scoring at the half increments out of 100. So
as long as you don't go 8s or 16ths, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I think
we go quarters.
I think Gavin's moving towards proof, and he's going to start scoring things out of 200 at the rate we're going. All right,
shall we?
Let's move along.
All right.
Move along. All right, so
move along.
This next one, Jack Daniel's single barrel proof rye.
Right.
So different grain profile. Oh God, you got it all over the place, didn't you? Pour super heavy for me too. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What a mess. Oh, that's good.
Gotta dab it on.
You're gonna have to fight the ladies off with a big stick later.
There you go.
I've tried to tell my wife several times, just put a couple dabs on, like a little peated scotch, right?
Peated scotch. That.
If it wasn't for the fact that it makes her sick, it'd work well for me.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, so this is a rye whiskey. So where we started here, traditional, not bourbon, Tennessee whiskey, more than 50% corn. We have moved to more than 50% rye. I don't know the exact grain profile of this. As a single barrel, it doesn't necessarily have to match their standard product offering. And it does not say on the bottle.
Right.
If there is a bourbon hound out there who sat in on the pick and remembers this is the one. Both of these were bottled in 2023. So for all I know, Bill's had these sitting under the cabinet for quite some time and really did pull out some doozies for us. They refer to those old bottles as Dusty's. I don't know how Dusty's Bill's house is after a couple of years, but a couple of years old is still nice.
Well, we've been to the new spot in his house. So
he just moved into. He probably dusted all the bottles. All the dust is off.
Feather duster.
He's got to start off. Now I'm picturing Bill in a French maid's outfit with a feather. Thank you.
Oh,
thank you.
Boy.
Thank you. While we sit here and sniff and smell and taste and partake, I want to take this a different direction.
Uh-oh.
You asked questions pertaining to what was the best part of Halloween as a kid or as an adult, right? And I feel like we covered most of those. We graciously skipped past the sexy insert description of costume here group of our late teens and early 20s. But
you had a sexy...
Yeah. Nurse.
You had a sexy nurse?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
Cool.
Stop. Actually, so hold up.
Insert photo.
No. So here's what I want to do. I want to take the flip of that. What is that costume that just didn't work? What is that memory of, that did not turn out the way I wanted? What is that candy that when you get home and dump the bowl out, you just push straight into the trash because you know you're never getting that far into the bowl.
Oh gosh.
All right, so we talked about the good parts. Let's talk about the bad parts of Halloween.
Oh man, I don't know if I got a costume that for Halloween that
You've never had to get up in the morning and take a hose to the trees out front and knock down the paper. You've never had to clean eggs off the car.
No. With the costume, I haven't
Okay.
had a bad costume. I think
You've never had that Janet Jackson moment of a wardrobe malfunction.
No.
Okay.
Not on
That's
Halloween.
fair.
Not
That's
on
fair.
Halloween.
That's not effective. All the time. Happens all the time.
I've had
never on Halloween.
I've had a malfunction. Not my fault, but had a malfunction.
I get it.
Worst candy though. By far, got to be on everybody's list.
If you say bit of honey, I'm gonna.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. Candy corn.
What?
That is the worst.
No.
Yes, candy corn. Come on now, that is disgusting.
No.
It's so gross. It's
candy corn is a classic fall treat.
It is so gross. So gross.
What I will say is, I fully understand that the composition of candy corn and the composition of those little pumpkins is the exact same, but the pumpkins are gross. But candy corn, I can eat all day.
You're gross. That's gross. It's
Now
like
the question
eating
is,
wax.
Hold on. I want to know, does everyone eat the colored segments one at a time, or is it just me? Like the white, then the orange, then the yellow?
If you eat them at all.
Oh, God, I love candy corn.
Oh, that's so bad.
Oh, my God.
That's like, to me.
All right. Well,
I'm going to get a bag of candy corn for Halloween.
For sure you are now. When this ends up in court and we're fighting over all the things in Noble Dram, I'm going to point out that you hate candy corn. 'Cause that's about as un-American as I've ever heard.
Yeah. And then I don't know what they're called. They're like rectangles and they're white with the stripes.
White with the stripes?
Yeah, they're like a white beigey color and then they're stripes.
And they're like crunchy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what those are either, but I know what you're talking about now. Those only come out in Halloween.
Yeah.
So, you know what the funny thing is? I like candy corn. I also like the caramel chews, right? And I know that's not a Halloween candy, but I like those too. But you mix those together and it becomes that either orange or black wrapped caramel toffee gooey thing. I'm not eating those. Those things are gross.
And I was gonna say, like the candy that is wrapped like a strawberry, like it.
Oh, are you talking the ones with the goo in the middle?
Yeah, just not a fan.
God,
I'm not a fan.
Gavin,
not a fan.
Gavin. All right,
not a fan.
I will also say anybody who gives out dumb suckers like I remember them as a kid because they gave them to you at the bank.
Oh yes,
right. When you went to the bank drive-through,
mm-hmm.
Mom always got you a dumb sucker. Yeah, that's a horrible Halloween candy.
We have those in our office every day.
Oh no. The receptionist in our office has a bucket of them sitting on our front desk, and we go up and eat them from time to time. But in the world of eating candy on Halloween, Halloween night,
Kansas is coming out a little bit.
No, on Halloween night, it's about what can you open and consume as fast as possible, and then you get to the sucker, and you're like, well, there's 20 minutes where I sit here and work on this nonsense.
Or the people that try to give something healthy on Halloween.
Oh,
like that's the
box
worst.
Of raisin people.
Or like
we've all
circus peanuts and stuff like that.
You've accidentally gone to the dentist house, and it's the little miniature tube of toothpaste and the travel toothbrush. You're like, you're a jerk.
Nowadays, I'm like, heck yeah, save some money on the toothpaste.
I got a whole drawer full of them. I just kept going around the block, hitting that guy every time.
That's actually what I used on our Kentucky trip.
What?
The little...
Oh, I don't buy travel toothpaste. You just go to the dentist every so often. He gives you a new tube.
Yeah.
Either that's a sign I go to the dentist too much or I don't travel enough. We'll see.
Hold on. Did you have a costume that just was the worst, that failed?
So I don't remember a specific costume. But I grew up in the part of the country in which late October had the chance of being really cold. And I remember being more than a little disappointed as a child to have a Halloween costume and then have to put my winter coat on over the top of my costume to go outside and go trick or treating because it was so cold. I mean, I remember.
That's a good point.
I remember that one year, I was probably 12 or 13, right? I was probably at that age where, like, you don't need to go out trick or treating, right? But you did because it was free candy and it was hanging out with your friends. And my parents made me shovel the sidewalk before I left so that way other kids could get to our door and eat candy. And I remember thinking this was the biggest load of horse shit ever. But yeah, like traipsing through the snow to go get your candy. That is not something my kids have ever had to deal with living in South Texas, right?
Fair.
Traipsing through the snow anywhere is not a thing, regardless of what.
Yeah. I mean, it was 90 degrees here today. So, you know.
Yeah, I remember the first Christmas I spent in Houston and we had to turn our AC on because it was so warm on Christmas Day that with the house full of people, we had to turn the air conditioning on. I thought, this is nothing like what I remember growing up. All right, tell me what you think of the whiskey.
This one, much more, almost softer on the palate. I don't know if it's just because.
Really? What do you mean? So what do you mean by softer? Like proof-wise, or are you talking flavor-wise?
It's not as punchy. It's not as punchy. This one I felt like was like as we mentioned, it didn't drink as high proof as it is. This one I felt like the proof is still pretty high in this. It's 125, 127.5.
Yeah, so we're still over 60% alcohol, right?
Yeah, but this one,
this would take the paint off your car if you weren't careful.
It could. But it's just a little softer to me. Drinks really easy on the nose.
Yeah. So the reason I say I'm surprised by this, I actually had written down spicy. I'll say I think having drank some overproofed to begin with, I think the alcohol burn has cut down a little bit.
Fair.
But I think
That's a good point.
I think the flavor spice, right? Baking spices, the clove, nutmeg, cinnamon, that kind of stuff is a little bit more pronounced here than in the first one. I'll say maybe a lot more pronounced. I also think this finishes a bit drier, right? I thought the first one left kind of a little bit more of an oily feel to your mouth, lingered into the sweeter elements. This tends to linger off into the drier, oaky, classic rye kind of finish note. So yeah, I think I'll say I enjoyed the nose on this one a little more. I think I actually enjoyed the finish on this one a lot more. Yeah. So
let me ask a question, because I didn't get the spice so much until I
I told you to.
Well, it was more the tongue feel, right? Like the front of the tongue. When I let it sit on the front of the tongue for a little bit longer, that's where I really got the spice.
Yeah.
I didn't get it whenever I let it sit on the back side of the tongue.
Yeah. No. I mean, these are both proofed up enough. You don't want to let it linger on the palate very long.
Don't let it marinate.
No, I mean, you. Some whiskeys you swirl, right? This one, these are not swirling whiskeys, right? That'll light you up. Yeah, like even now, like just after kind of holding that, I'd sit for just a minute. My tongue is still pretty tingly from the alcohol. But yeah, I think, again, where this one started with a light sweetness and a light oakiness and shifted into the sweeter fruit notes. This one started with a little bit more dry notes and then ran away from sweetness, right? This one ends up far more drying on the palate, far more woody note. Yeah, I mean, this to me, this packs a lot more of a flavor punch, where I think this one is a little softer to me on the palate. However you want to word that, right? When you said spicy and or not spicy, I may have been misinterpreting how you worded that.
You know, almost on the nose now, I get a little bit more leather.
Oh yeah, go back to the first one now. Like the amount of fruit that shows up all over that.
You know what that smells like?
What?
Cola.
God bless it. Like
chocolate.
To me, this one, like, as a kid, we used to ride our bike down to the convenience store and buy bottles of sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla.
Right? It kind of had a rooty, kind of earthy note to it. This rye kind of reminds me of that.
I get thinking about Halloween candy too. Tootsie Roll on the 1st.
All right. So this is for a question, right? You are going to sit down tomorrow with a glass of each of these, and you now need to pair a candy with each of them. I don't know which one's easier for you to do. So you start wherever you want to start. What candy do you pair with each of these?
Tootsie Roll. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
So
or actually your Twizzlers.
You think?
Well, you get a little bit more of that fruity side on the fake
So you're
fruit.
trying to counter. The rye doesn't have much fruit. You're trying to counter it with a fruit.
Right.
Okay. I actually was thinking the rye needs some honey and chocolate. So I'm
a bit
thinking,
of honey?
No, not bit of honey. I was actually thinking like Milk Duds.
Ooh.
Caramel with some chocolate, and that rye I think might actually go really, really well.
Milk Duds.
Over on this side though, with the fruity notes kind of playing to it, I hate to say nerds because nerds is a silly one.
Sweet tarts.
You know what? I actually was thinking sweet tarts. Actually, Smarties. You remember the little stick of Smarties that had that little bit of
chalky
cut through the tartness, cut through the bite. I think that fruity note. Yeah, I think I'd go sweet tarts with the Tennessee whiskey, aka not bourbon. Yeah, I think I'm going caramel and chocolate on the rye. And I think what we can all agree at the end of the night is we're throwing away all the good and clean. Those things are gross. Who eats those?
Kind of like the candy corn.
I would eat candy corn with this, for sure. For sure.
Of course you would.
Actually, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat candy corn with that. My wife's going to think I'm weird.
You can pour a little bit, soak candy corn in.
No. Good God, what is wrong with you?
It's like
all right, we'll finish on one more. Do you know what a pirate's favorite letter is?
Arr!
No, it be the C.
Ha!
Hey, for everyone out there, have a happy and safe Halloween tomorrow. Cheers.
Cheers.
And Solanjava.
Solanjava.
We want to thank you, our noble listener, for joining us.
We believe each whiskey has a story, and so do you. So give us your thoughts by leaving a comment.
And if you have a whiskey you'd like to see us share, let us know.
You don't want to miss a single episode, so subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And make sure to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to stay up to date on the Noble Dram.
And if you find watching us difficult, you can always listen to each episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
As always, be noble
and enjoy your dram responsibly.